welcome back to Jazz's Angel Number Tarot. I am super excited to get into today's video because today we are doing a pick a card on how do people see you, okay? Friends, romantic love interest, strangers, we're gonna get into how people see you. So I'm super excited to do that today. Before we get started, you can hit me up on Etsy. It is in the description below. If you would like your own private tarot reading for your protection, that is the only place, the only way you can get a private read from me. Like this video, please. I appreciate it. Subscribe to my channel if you're feeling called to. And other than that, we're just gonna jump right in. So pause the video if you need more time. Yes, of course, you can pick more than one pile. We have group 1 with the orange stone, group 2 with the clear stone, group 3 with the blue stone, and group 4 with the pink stone. So just take 3 deep mindful breaths, really center yourself, center your intuition, and then pick the pile or the piles that you're being called to, and we're just gonna get started. All right, group 1 with the orange stone. Let's get right into it, okay? How do people see you? So we have right under your stone, the first couple of cards, we have the artist and the rescuer. So tapping right into this energy, I feel like you guys have more of an eclectic energy. I feel like you guys are kind of either artistic or detail oriented. So you pay attention to small details. Your outfit has small details, you know, maybe a little hoop ring that you wouldn't really notice unless you were paying attention to something that you'll wear just to see, you know, who catches on, or, you know, that's just a part of your uniqueness. Like small little details, artistic, you may create visual art, or you just may be, you know, someone who's more, you know, quirky and interesting, not really like mainstream. And then the rescuer. Now this is giving me in a romantic way. For sure, the rescuer, light attributes of the rescuer provide strength and support to others in crisis, acts out of love with no expectation or reward. The shadow attributes of the rescuer assumes that the rescued will reciprocate, keep the rescued one needy. So depending on whether you're in your light or dark attribute of the rescuer, you know, you can be someone who can offer a helping hand, but you can also tend to expect people to reciprocate and get upset if they don't. And another shadow aspect of the rescuer is you may enable people to do certain things because you understand them and you're maybe empathetic and you want to be there for them, but you may allow people to get away with a bit too much. The light attributes of the artist, expressing a dimension of life that is just beyond the five senses, inspiring others to see life symbolically. So you may be just like a spiritualist as well, someone who has like your own niche that you like to tap into. Maybe you're really into symbolism. Maybe you have the ability to read ancient texts, or, you know, you're really plugged in spiritually. You have like actionables that people can use to, you know, benefit them spiritually. Shadow attributes of the artist, using talent as an excuse to mistreat others, poising as the starving artist to elicit pity. So you guys may be pursuing a life that your family may not support, but you may not even completely resonate with what you're doing, you know? You may just like to, you know, people to feel proud that, oh, you're trying, you know, you're pursuing something that we didn't pursue, but that can get a little shadowy too. Where would I want to pull from? Let me pull from this deck and then we'll keep it going. So, rescuer and the artist, how do people see you? So we have Sekhmet, and then we have Rabia. Wow, very, very powerful, strong, feminine energies. Sekhmet, the red lady, I am pure strength. I honor my anger by giving a voice to it. So you're someone who speaks your mind. You're someone who speaks very intelligently as well. And tapping into this energy, I feel like people may take this the wrong way, or they may get upset with you because it's like, you can always win an argument because of your intellect. So it's very easy for you to crush people with your words. And you're not the type that's gonna hold your tongue. And it's like your read isn't just like tearing someone apart and making them feel bad for their life or the way that they look. It's like you intelligently, you know, kind of can bring people down. So people see you as someone with a sharp tongue sometimes. And then we have Rabia, the queen of saintly women. I am in service service of divine love. I move the way that love asks me to move. So you're someone who's very connected to your feminine energy. You act out of love, very passionate. It is giving Aries energy. Honestly, Aries are like the baby of the zodiac. We really should take care of Aries and consider Aries feelings more than we do, because a lot of people see Aries placements of people who are just, you know, flying off the handle or selfish and whatever. And honestly, I find Aries to be very passionate, and they're the baby of the zodiac. You know, they're the first in line. But yeah, it is giving Aries placements. That's just something that was coming through for you guys. You really do move out of love, but tapping into this energy, I feel like you guys are very dynamic. I feel like the way you are changes from day to day. Very driven as well. We got the Chariot and the Moon card. So you guys are kind of comfortable in the gray area, comfortable in the unknown, the movers, the shakers. I honestly feel like you guys go through an awakening or a death and rebirth process like every 7 months. I don't know why 7 came through like so specifically, but every 7 months, it's like you guys are changing. The Chariot, you're on to the next thing. You can predict trends before they even come. And with this Moon card, you're constantly changing, and people kind of find that a bit scary. Like from a romantic standpoint, people feel like you can, you know, change from day to day. They don't know if they can keep up. So you may be someone who like can really see that big picture, can really dream big. But when it comes to you meeting someone that you want to settle down with and like maybe marry or be with, they kind of doubt you have the ability to do that, just because, you know, it seems like you're so open-minded. 6 of Cups came out in reverse. So I feel like you guys may have gotten the shorter end of the stick in love because of people misunderstanding you. We have the 3 of Wands. And the truth is, you just know that truly anything is possible. You really do. Like, you know that anything is possible. And you know, whatever you want, the life you want, you can create it. But not a lot of people have this limitless point of view. So when they meet you, they don't really like know if they can completely depend on you. We have the Page of Swords in reverse and the Hanged One. You're someone who goes through a lot of changes. Like I said, a lot of awakenings, spiritual awakenings, personal awakenings. And the Hanged One is good energy. That lets me know you don't fight how you're feeling. You don't fight like yourself or the spiritual process of awakening itself. I feel like you guys have had to learn to surrender as well, because at this point it's just like with that Hanged One energy, you're just like, listen, if something happens, I just have to take it. Whereas a lot of people may try to fight it or run away from the truth. And you're someone who thinks very big with that artist energy, rescuer energy. You can see the possibilities. Like if someone feels like they're failing in life, you can show them like, okay, you can pick yourself up. You're very solution oriented, and people don't like that either. Sometimes honestly, people just want to be heard. And when you immediately kind of come in with the solutions, they kind of feel like not heard, because if they're not prepared to like move and actually fix things and they just want to vent. With you can be so quick-witted and a little sharp-tongued. So it's like that combination can make people feel like, oh, you know, you think I'm, you know, not as smart as you are or something like that. I feel like people really kind of take your personality the wrong way. Like it's very intense. 7 of Pentacles in reverse and the Justice card. This is the kind of friend you want. This is like no man left behind energy. You know, when you see someone that you like romantically, you know, you want to go for it. You're like, okay, well, let's do this. You know, you may be scared, but I've, you know, been around the block, and I know how to navigate in relationships. I know how to get us from point A to point B. I know how to communicate. I know how to problem solve. I just feel like you guys are very, like I said, solution oriented. But it kind of makes people feel like you may be a little domineering. And like I said, they take your passion totally wrong. They take it as, you know, controlling sometimes. And also, you guys may have a very strong dark feminine, because like, and that can be like Piscean energy. We did have the Moon card. which is Piscean energy. But it's kind of like a Rihanna type of energy, you know, like if you ever notice, like Rihanna's exes stay stuck on her. They don't want to offend her. They want to do for her. They're always there waiting for her to choose them. And it's that dark feminine that just energetically makes you want to serve the goddess. And you guys may have that super strong, and it may energetically make people uncomfortable. They can tell what you're thinking, you know, or they can tell what you want. If you're not someone who has a super active throat chakra, if that part didn't resonate, it may be like energetically people can see that you're very strong and someone who makes them want to do their best, and that may make them uncomfortable if they're not ready for it. And then lastly, we have the Arrow Master, number 10, and the Eyes of Beauty, number 25. So you're a very attractive person and people are very attracted to you energetically and physically. Positive expectations and clarity, what it says at the bottom of the Eyes of the Beauty, or sorry, the Eyes of Beauty. So you guys may be an awakener, someone who awakens other people in relationships, friendships, all of that. And then the Arrow Master, we have hitting the mark, intention, and detachment. Exactly, you guys can see Three of Wands energy. You can see the goal, you can see where you're gonna end up, and you go straight for it. You're not afraid to do that, and people find that intimidating. So you guys have a very strong energy, group 1, but that is how people see you. Okay, you can hit me up on Etsy if you want a private tarot reading. Don't forget to like the video, please. I appreciate it. Subscribe to my channel, and that was your pile. I'll talk to you later.
Now offering 7-day vigil candles burned on my personal altar for money, transformation, romantic love, psychic ability, clearing negative energy, passion, power, and more. Tune into my radio show where I pull cards and play all the bangers on Station Head in the description.
All right, group 2 with the clear stone. Let's get right into it, okay? How do people see you? Strangers, romantic interests, friends. So first, under your stone, we have the Goddess. Cool. We love to see it. And what was the second one? The Martyr. Interesting. Okay, so the Goddess, light attributes of the Goddess, the feminine expressed through wisdom, nature, life force, and sensuality. You may be very alluring, very attractive. You may be very expressive in your energy. You want to take care of your friends. You want to see them do their best, very nurturing. The shadow attribute of the Goddess, however, exploitation of the female nature and form. So you may use your sensuality, your body, your dark feminine to seduce people, to get them to do what you want them to do, which is not to be shunned. You need your dark feminine, you know. Listen, if I gotta lay it on to get a job, I'm gonna lay it on thick, honey. I'm gonna make you like me so that I can level up my life, and that's just is what it is, you know. You can't just cling to the higher self. You gotta accept the shadow side too. So that's not necessarily a bad thing, but that is something that you may do or have done at some point. The Martyr, so people have a hard time kind of resisting you, I'm feeling. The Martyr, light attribute, learning the transcendent nature of service to oneself or a cause. The shadow attribute, addiction to self-pity. So you guys may have grew up like without the best set of circumstances. You may have had a like very humble beginning, or you may have gone through something in the past. Also, I just heard you may attract this as well. You may attract people who just like want to like, you know, be fed, you know, like like a baby just born, just looking for a bottle. Like you may attract people who just, oh my goodness, wallow in the self-pity. They just want to be taken care of. They can't get over it. The fact that they didn't have the best upbringing, or someone hurt them in a relationship, like they just can't get over it, and for whatever reason, they are attracted to you. Now I see why. We have the Lover, and then we have the Child Eternal that came out for you guys. So that's why you attract people. You may want to take the if you identify as a divine feminine, you may want to take there's quizzes online. I forget, I think it's called Women Love Power, or Women Who, I'm forgetting the name of the website, but there's a YouTuber who has a quiz on her website, and it's like different female archetypes, and you can see which one you are, but the Lover is one of them. Light attributes of this: great passion and devotion, unbridled appreciation of someone or something. So you are a lover, you love hard. I'm talking friends, friends and romantic interests. You love people that you care about are well taken care of. If you know something or you have a connection, something that they want, they need, you will give it to them. Shadow attributes of this though: obsessive passion that harms others, self-destructive devotion. So you may give, you know, so much of yourself till there's literally nothing left. And you're, you know, seeming like a wacko because now you don't have your cup filled at all and you don't have even anything to give. So people may walk away from you because they can't benefit anymore because you don't have anything but crazy left. And on the other end, you may, like, you know, be all up in people's social media. That can be very toxic, okay? You may want to know every little detail about someone and totally miss the process of getting to know someone, you know? Okay, so the child eternal, the light attribute of this one: determination to remain young in mind, body, and spirit, ability to see things with fresh eyes. So I feel like you guys are very optimistic, very open-hearted, very open-minded. Shadow attributes of this though: inability to grow up and be responsible, extreme dependency on others for physical security. So you may be looking for someone who will take care of you financially. If you don't have anything else to give, that would be a shadow attribute, because, you know, especially Western culture is really more so independent, fairness, etc. But you know, other cultures, Eastern cultures, like, that's very much so normal. You get taken care of, and I take care of the household, you take care of the financial. So I don't think that's a bad thing, unless you don't have anything else that you're bringing to the table that's going to benefit the family. I feel like it's caused a lot of relationships to end, but it has caused you to learn a lot. This lover energy, we have the Eight of Cups here and the King of Pentacles. So you've had to be very resilient, and I feel like you've learned and grown from this. Honestly, this is giving me the energy of someone who went from boy to man or from girl to woman. This is like an energy of someone who had to grow up and has learned a lot of their karmic lessons through relationships. That's how this comes through. So it made you who you are, it made you stronger. And Six of Cups, beautiful. I feel like you guys are ready to actually, I'm getting redemption energy with this. Like, I feel like you guys want to redeem yourself. You know, you've been, maybe you've, you know, been a little crazy in relationships in the past. You know, you've, you know, maybe held on to something so tight that you're the only one who, you know, didn't get anything out of the deal ultimately. We got the Justice card in reverse that just came out. You know who you've been in the past, but I feel like you guys want redemption. Like, I'm getting this energy of your shadow side has gotten a bit out of control, but you've learned to embrace your shadow side. You have to know, you know, and learn. Like, for me, for an example, a part of my shadow is I have really, really bad impulse control. And the way that I've learned, I had to learn the hard way that that is the case by, you know, when I go out with my friends, I say, okay, I'm gonna have this amount of drinks and I'm gonna leave at this time, and I stick to it, and, you know, as long as that happens, I'm good. But in the past, I wouldn't plan anything, so when they're like, hey, let's go to the next bar, let's do the next thing. Next thing you know, I am shit-faced, like, gone, out of here, no limits, because someone asked me, you want another drink, or shots on me? I'm like, oh, yeah, shots on you, I want another drink, you know? Or you want to go to the next bar? Okay, it's 1 a.m., 1:30, but yeah, let's go to the next bar. And I'm already out of here, I'm already gone. You know, that's gotten me into trouble. And now that I'm aware that impulse control and having a hard time saying no is a part of my shadow, I can work with it. I don't, you know, shun myself for wanting to have a good time. I don't, you know, point the finger at myself, and I'm not mean to myself just because I have a hard time saying no. I understand that about myself. I accept that about myself. I honor that inner child that just wants to have fun and, you know, be crazy, and I, you know, just plan accordingly. So I feel like, you know, this is not something to be ashamed about, that you may have been a martyr, you know, someone who allowed yourself to get run over for, you know, just so people can, you know, pity you and say, you've allowed people to, you know, nurture you when you're going through it, you know, instead of taking yourself out. It's not something to run away from and pretend, no, I don't have that problem. It's something to embrace, and I feel like you guys have embraced it, and I feel like you're ready for redemption. So we have the Sun in reverse and the Justice card in reverse. I'm pretty sure even if you don't read tarot, you can guess what this is saying. Not the best energy, okay? But we have the Page of Wands and the Eight of Wands. I feel like you guys are gonna get an opportunity to show, you know, that you've changed, to show that you're ready for a new life. we have the Mary of Nazareth, and then we have Green Tara. That came out for you guys. Green Tara, the Buddha of enlightened action. My soul informs my every step. I do what my heart compels me to do. You lead with your heart, and the Buddha of enlightened action, like you've literally learned through experience, relationship experience, I really feel, and you're ready to really show that, you know, you're gonna hold that part of you accountable, you're gonna hold that part of you close to you, and you're gonna move forward differently. Mary of Nazareth, the Mother of God, I am blessed. My courage gives birth to the divine. So I really feel like you're one, see, that's the thing, you know, we all have different stuff that we learn here on earth. Literally, earth is like school. So I always feel so like bad when people get exposed like online for things that they've been through, because that's what earth is for. It's for us to learn. It's not something to be ashamed about. Every single person you know on this planet has taken an L, a very embarrassing L, and it's something that needs to be embraced and accepted. You're doing what you're here to do. So tapping into this energy, you're a very important part of the collective, because you have learned lessons that are now shared with the collective consciousness, whether you're aware of it or not. So you play a very important role, and I think that you should know that and embrace that. So yeah, but this is how people see you: romantic, love interest, friends, that kind of thing, strangers, whatever. And that's what I have for you. You can hit me up on Etsy if you want a private tarot reading. Don't forget to like the video, please. I appreciate it. Subscribe to my channel if you're feeling called to. And that was your pile. I'll talk to you later.
Now offering 7-day vigil candles burned on my personal altar for money, transformation, romantic love, psychic ability, clearing negative energy, passion, power, and more. Tune into my radio show where I pull cards and play all the bangers on Station Head in the description.
All right, group 3 with the blue stone. Let's jump right in. Okay, how do people see you? Friends, lovers, strangers. The first 2 cards that we have that were under your stone are the Addict and the Warrior. Let's get into it, okay? Addict. Light attribute of the addict will help you recognize and confront addictive behavior. The shadow attribute of the addict will compromise integrity and honesty, allows an addictive pattern to have authority over your inner spirit. So tapping into this energy, you may be fighting some demons and learning how to work with them. The Warrior, light attributes, or your friends may see you as someone with an addictive personality. Like when you meet someone that you like, you know that you like them immediately. Even friends, like when you make a new friend, you want to hang out, you know, you want to get to know them. You're like, finally, I have another, you know, person that I can do life with. But in romance, you guys may jump in very quickly. The Warrior, light attributes of this one: strength, skill, discipline, toughness of will, heroism, stoicism, and self-sacrifice and conquering the ego. Shadow attributes of the Warrior: trading ethical principles for victory at any cost, indifference to suffering inflicted on others. So you guys may be someone who you may hurt people and not really think about how it's hurting them, or you may not exactly respect what people want. Like if you are starting a relationship with someone and there's someone who's not ready for a relationship, they're toxic themselves, they're not ready, you may, you know, say, screw what you want. I know you want to be free, but nah, you need to be with me because I have what it is that you need, you know. And you may take people's individualism away from them and their freedom of choice away from them. But also, you love hard, you're a warrior, you're someone who works very well in the workplace, someone willing to go the extra mile to get things done, to make a place run efficiently. So then we have the Pioneer and the Visionary. So you're a trendsetter, a trend starter. You may find that a lot of people copy you. And a visionary, I feel like you can see things that people can't see. This may be literal, like you may be, what would you call that? I don't know. I have an image of someone who I know can do that in my head, but I don't know exactly what do you call that, you know, like maybe you can see spirits and things like that. There's whole shows out here about people like that. Or visionary, you know, in an artistic kind of way. So light attributes: capacity to envision what is not yet conceivable to others, willingness to proclaim a vision without regard for personal gain. So you will throw out an idea whether or not someone could steal it, because, you know, if you just have so many ideas, you just have so much creative energy within you that you're not going to hold on to ideas out of fear that, you know, someone may you know, come up off of your ideas. Shadow attributes of this: selling insights to the highest bidder, compromising your vision to make it more acceptable. So you may have something that not a lot of people can do or see, and you may, like, you know, charge people, like you may make people really earn your friendship because you know how valuable that you are, but it may get a little toxic because you make people pay too much, more than you even give them. Or, you know, maybe you're someone who sells art and it's pricey. I'm on the side of the artist though. Charge whatever you want to charge because it's your art, period. I don't care. Pioneer, light attribute, passion for doing and creating what has not been done before. You're a master manifestor, a master creator. If you haven't tapped into that side of yourself, you need to, because you have a lot more power than you may know. And then the shadow attribute, compulsive need to keep moving on. So you may be such a creator that you just create over and over and over again, and you may like start projects but not finish them. You may constantly be recreating yourself, and it's hard for people to be friends with you or in a relationship with you because you're constantly changing. And if someone is a fixed sign or they like consistency, they're not going to be feeling that. They're not going to be feeling that. We got 4 that came out of this one. Okay. We have Rita of Cassia and Khadijah. How people see you. Khadijah, the mother of believers. I am spiritually and financially abundant. Exactly, I was just talking about that. I provide heaven and earth for myself. Whoo, that's a very powerful and confident energy. People may be really jealous of you, or maybe they were really jealous of you like in school age, because it's just like you have this view of the world like we are truly limitless, the world is truly limitless. I'm not gonna stick to one thing. Like if someone, like when you were playing around as a kid, if someone started to play with your toy, you may literally move on to the next thing. And people don't like that in school, you know, especially if they want to pick on you or try to bully you and, you know, get under your skin. You don't care. Something can be taken away from you. You know that you can just create something else. Like, I resonate with this energy. I've been there before. Rita of Cassia, the patroness of impossible causes. I am miraculous. My prayers create powerful channels of possibility. You guys have so much power and creative energy. You seriously need to channel this. You seriously need to start to meditate and tap into that power. See in your body where your power center is. I'm telling you, meditate, close your eyes, listen to music, put the headphones in, and look for your power center. You will find it. And then every time you need an idea, or every time you need a solution or some abundance, you can tap into that part of your body where your power center is, and you can bring it outside of you. You guys, if you don't use your creative energy, you are wasting it, because it is so powerful. Okay, so we have Queen Esther, the Morning Star, and Mary of Nazareth. The Morning Star, my ego is in service of my soul, and I trust in my soul's divine timing. The Mother of God, I am blessed. Mary, this is Mary of Nazareth. I am blessed. My courage gives birth to the divine. So you guys know, I feel like you know how powerful you are, and people don't like that. We got the Queen of Swords as I cut the deck, and the Ten of Swords. So people maybe feel very threatened by you, very intimidated by you, like, especially if you identify as a divine feminine. Divine masculine is like, I'm used to being the master creator. I'm used to being the one that, you know, calls the shots and, you know, does things. To see that embodied in you can be a very scary thing that a lot of people will run away from. Beautiful. We got the 10 of Wands that came out first, and then the 6 of Pentacles. The universe is like, don't even worry about it. 10 of Wands in reverse, people who don't have the ability to serve you, they're going to exit themselves out of your life. They're going to get out of the way. I had a live like a month or so ago where I was pulling cards and I was, you know, doing free readings for people, and I was telling people like, listen, this is a good thing. I personally can do anything with a divine masculine who's too scared to approach me, a divine masculine who's too afraid, you know, who won't fight for me, etc. You know, I personally, because of that reason, I won't, you know, approach people. I'm not going to let you know that I like you. I'm not going to pursue you. You're going to have to pursue me. Beautiful. If you want the 10 of Cups, because I can't do anything with someone who doesn't have active divine masculine energy. And you guys, you're going to be so blessed and abundant. We got the Ace of Pentacles. We got the 10 of Cups. You can create for yourself, but the universe is like, don't, you know, if people are afraid of your power, don't hang on to that, you know. Don't try to fight for them. If people, we got the Two of Wands at the bottom of the deck, be very decisive, you know. If people don't feel like they have anything to offer you, they're going to avoid you. That is a good thing. They're going to stay out of your way because you're a master creator. You in the wrong hands, you know, you're going to create and create and create for someone who just takes and takes and takes away from you. So someone who avoids you because they feel like you're too powerful or you're too much, this is a good thing. Let them avoid you, group 3, because you have so much creative energy. You really can do anything. Like, you really can. And if you have doubt about it, it'll come later in life. You know, the universe will stack things up so you can learn to embrace this creative energy and to see it in yourself. But so much power. Like I said, meditate, tap into that, embrace that. And yeah, that's what I have for you, okay? That's how lovers, friends, strangers see you. Don't forget to like the video, please. I appreciate it. Subscribe to my channel, and you can hit me up on Etsy in the description below if you'd like your own private tarot reading. But that was your pile. I'll talk to you later.
Now offering 7-day vigil candles burned on my personal altar for money, transformation, romantic love, psychic ability, clearing negative energy, passion, power, and more. Tune into my radio show where I pull cards and play all the bangers on Station Head in the description.
All right, group 4 with the pink stone. Let's jump right into it, okay? How do people see you? So this is the first time this has ever happened. We have the child, the nature, and the child, the divine. I've never got two that came out at the same time from the child attributes. Okay, so light attributes of the child nature: friendships with animals, communication with nature spirits. So you guys may communicate with fairies. You may have been working with fairies or spirits of nature. You may get a lot of spiritual like communication from animals. Like you may see, like I have this white cat that will literally appear every time I need a specific message. I'll just be working out in my house and I'll see the white cat outside the window and it's like, okay, heard you, universe. So you guys may have like specific spirit animals that communicate with you. The shadow attribute of this though, tendency to abuse animals, people, and the environment. I find that hard to be true, but that is the shadow element of this card. Light attribute of child, the divine: innocence, purity, and redemption suggest a special connection with the divine. The shadow attributes of this: the inability to defend oneself against negative forces. So you guys may be so love and light. I do not entertain that love and light. I really don't, because you need, sure, love and light, duh. But also, if you like in this world, the thing is, you can be a being of love, but still, you know, get with somebody if need be. Otherwise, people are going to run over you. Like it's always, ooh, we got the femme fatale that came out. That's the first time that has ever come out from this deck. Oh my God, let's get into it. But, you know, that could be, you know, I never understood, like, you know, how certain monks and things like that, they refuse violence. So it's like, what if someone comes up to you and they just want to beat you up? Like, you just let them then? You know what I mean? So, but anyways, let's keep going. So we got some crazy ones coming out for you guys. We got the God, the femme fatale, and the prince. So you guys have a very powerful energy. Oh my goodness, femme fatale. Light attributes of this one: highlights the erotic energy of the feminine, opens your heart when your dependency is rejected. So willing to love regardless. A very erotic, dark feminine energy, you know, very much so understanding, open-minded, like whatever someone likes in intimacy, you're willing to like go there with them. You want people to be able to express themselves, not even in a sensual way, you know, but in all ways. Shadow attributes of the femme fatale: an appropriate use of sensuality, attachment to money and power. So you may be lost in the sauce of social media or putting out this image of who you are, and you may lose yourself, you know, in trying to get the most out of life. I always get like Rihanna energy with femme fatale, because it's like so powerful, but that can work against you, you know. God. The light attributes of this one: benevolence and compassion, recognizing the eternal force within yourself and others. Shadow attributes of this: cruelty, using power to control people. So you may know so much, or you may be in a manager's position that you treat your employees like crap, you know, or, you know, people under you. You may treat people who haven't made it as far as you have in life, you may treat them bad. The Prince, light attributes of this: romantic charm and potential for power. So a lot of potential with you guys. I feel like your potential is untapped as well. Romantic charm, another hint of that romantic nature, and people may find that enigmatic. Oh, let me think of an example of this. Like Marilyn Monroe. I love it. Like Marilyn Monroe. If you watch, you know, I remember seeing this, this guy was giving the speech, this guy that she was dating at the time, and she was standing by him and holding on to his arm, and she was kind of like hiding behind him a little bit, hiding all that, you know, that hotness behind him. And, you know, her free and fun, playful spirit. I'm sure everyone's seen the image of her over like the sewer grate with the white dress, and she's like, you know, oh my God, my dress is, you know, going up, and she's trying to like hold it down. It's like very suggestive and provocative. Your dress is flying up, but you have this childlike nature, and you're trying to hold it down, and it's innocent, and that is like an attribute of femme fatale, because it's like you have this childlike nature, but you use that to your advantage to kind of like disarm people and make people feel like, you know, oh, this is someone I should protect or take care of, but also you'll cut them off. You have a lot of power with this God energy. It's crazy. Your energy, I honestly, I stand. I really do. Shadow attribute: using power for self-aggrandizement. So we already kind of talked about that. That's kind of similar to the God power. So let's see how people have taken this in the past. Honestly, I feel like you guys are very mutable. You know what to do in any situation to end up on top. I feel like you mutate to people and their personality, where some people see it as fake, but I see it as keeping a harmonious balance. Like, you know, my aunt is a Gemini, and Geminis are known for being two-faced. And the thing about that I love about her, I like to go, you know, hang out with her. She's young too. But the thing that I love about her is, if I'm in a Cancer moody energy, I don't want you in my face like, yeah, let's twerk, let's, you know, listen to ratchet music, let's get a bottle of wine and turn up this evening, you know. I'm like, okay, just be here, you know, let's watch a movie. And she like can naturally tap into my energy when I'm not really feeling crazy and things like that. She's like, okay, let's watch a movie, let's get some food. And I'm like, oh, I love it, sounds like a plan. Or when I want to be crazy and wild, you know, she's very mutable. So I feel like you guys have that energy where it's like, if someone is not having the best day, you can be more nurturing. Or if someone is feeling like, you know, they want to be a little playful, you can play too, maybe a little bit too well. Okay, listen, look at this, you guys. You're very hard to catch. People feel like they can't. Now I'm hearing "You Don't Own Me," and I'm seeing Harley Quinn in Suicide Squad when that song was playing. But that is exactly your energy, you know. 8 of Cups is like, you'll walk away from a relationship, hang one in reverse, if it's not serving you or if it's not giving you what you need. People feel like, you know, they can't get a commitment out of you unless they're giving their best, and that's the way it should be. But it just makes people like, you know, when you leave their life, people are really punching the air, like really upset that they don't have you anymore. 10 of Wands, Page of Pentacles in reverse. I feel like you're very accomplished, or you will be later in life. You're going to accomplish a lot in this lifetime. You're going to reach levels of, you know, wealth that people in your family haven't. You may be like the first millionaire in your family or something like that, because this is a very powerful energy. Someone who has the ability to see a lot of success. Oh my God, you guys, look at this. We got the 2 of Cups, soulmate energy, the Magician. We've been talking about that the entire time with the God attribute. And then we have the 2 of Pentacles. So you guys get the best of both worlds in this life. And, you know, if you're rather young, you may not have experienced all of this yet, but you will. You're going to end up with a lot of money. You're going to be, you can really manifest anything you want. And we have the 2 of Cups. So you're gonna, you know, see, here's the thing about the femme fatale. Not everyone's born a femme fatale. You know, you can develop into one through experience. So if your first relationship, like your partner absolutely just shits on you, that may change you into a femme fatale. So this may be something you grew into, and then you have to learn, you know, how to balance that energy. But you know, you may have been more of, you know, there is kind of like a progression here, because we had the child that came out first, and then boom, femme fatale. So you may be someone who's more naive and, you know, optimistic, but someone may have taken advantage of that and changed you. So this could be something that you grow into over time. Love it. We got Lakshmi, the goddess of abundance. I choose to feel abundant. Wealth is an inside job. I love your energy, group 4. We got a lot of these ones that wanted to come out for you. We have a white buffalo calf woman, Bridget and Diana. There's those. Diana, queen of the wilderness. The language of the natural love is the language of the natural world is a frequency of love. This is my mother tongue. Queen of the wilderness, Diana. We got child nature before, so again, more of that nature energy. White buffalo calf woman, the prophetess of the sacred way. My heart is a compass. The path is love. The path of love is true abundance. So you guys see abundance by seeking knowledge and information, by tapping into your soul and your spirit. Bridget, the goddess of the eternal flame. I am an eternal flame, and each day my light grows brighter. And then there's those. Joan of Arc and my Bago, the warrior of light, Joan of Arc. I have a steel-like faith in myself. The angels armor me with conviction. So when you're sure, you're sure. You know, don't doubt your intuition. If you feel like someone's playing with you, they are playing with you. Trust that. You're very strong and very powerful. And for some of you, I don't feel like you were necessarily born this way. There was an experience or a person that may have changed you, but embrace this, you know? This is, you have a lot of power. I love it. I stand. I really do. Bago, the warrior, saying, I'm a warrior of love. My devotion attracts resources and support. So that's what I have for you guys, okay? That is how people see you, very powerful. That could be a bit scary and intimidating as well. And yeah, you can hit me up on Etsy if you want a private tarot reading. Don't forget to like the video, please. I appreciate it. Subscribe to my channel, and that was your pile. That is what I have for you today, okay? Be careful what you wish for, and I will see you in the next one.
Now offering 7-day vigil candles burned on my personal altar for money, transformation, romantic love, psychic ability, clearing negative energy, passion, power, and more. Tune into my radio show where I pull cards and play all the bangers on Station Head in the description.